welcome you to our prayer in the evening during the Lenten time and the evening of the day. Things seem to quieten down even more in the still of the night. We continue a journey as part of the way of the cross, and through a couple of the stations, brief time for reflection and prayer. We visit the seventh station where Jesus falls a second time. It is not a place of quiet or serenity, and as we listen to our opening hymn there, "The Lord is my shepherd, Shea and Tirna and Muira," it's not that image of quiet peacefulness of the flock being led by the shepherd, but rather it is an image, place of noise, of aggression, of fearfulness. There is that loss of understanding of what is actually happening. There is a time of confusion. Maybe a time when we need to evaluate what our strengths, our weaknesses are, and be aware of them. As Jesus makes his journey to Calvary, his physical strength is waning and tested. But is that inner strength that he takes with him on the way becoming something that we can latch onto and see and use as our strength? So as we focus upon that image of Jesus, for us, our fears, that sense of loss of control is a difficult task. And it might, for all of us, conjure up different images, our experiences, our memories, which may be painful, which can be unsettling, and often quite fearful. But fear only comes to those who accept and know their emotions. For Jesus, he himself, he suffered with us. He knew our human experience, and even to the fearfulness for his own life. We trust in the presence of God by our side. It is like a watchfulness, and often a watchfulness out of our own depth of darkness at times. The words of the psalm pray, "My soul is waiting for the Lord, I count on his word. My soul is longing for the Lord more than watchmen for daybreak. Because with the Lord there is mercy and fullness of redemption. Israel indeed he will redeem from all its iniquity. Out of the depths I cry to you, O Lord. Lord, hear my voice. O let your ears be attentive to the voice of my pleading." At the 8th station we see Jesus who, in his great anguish and suffering, stops for a moment to give his attention to those who follow him. Large numbers of people followed him. Women could not hide their compassion, their sadness, their discomfort with the suffering that they had seen in front of their very eyes. But Jesus, in a sense, turns to them and to all of us asking, how do we know of ourselves what we see? Are we aware of what hides behind the outward show? Are we aware within ourselves how we fit in to the circumstances around us? It is natural that we share our compassion, even our disgust at things that happen outside us. But on the journey inward, we cannot be dismissive of our own situation, our own plight. We cannot be oblivious to ourselves. Being aware of ourselves under the gaze of Jesus helps us to understand what the call of Christian life is for me. In what way might I be dismissive of the situation that surrounds me? Or in what way can I bring more positive influences based upon the life of faith to my life and to those whom I share my life with? It's not a humiliating moment, but a moment of liberation, a moment of knowing that I am called to serve the Lord. The tears that were wept for Jesus' suffering are the tears that can be wept for the suffering that exists in our own lives. But let us not waste too much of our time or tearfulness denying the actual truth of what lies within ourselves and what Jesus may be asking us to do. With courage we offer ourselves, as the prophet says, "Here I am, Lord. I come to do your will." as we move on to the 9th station, again watching and seeing Jesus fall, absolutely drained of strength. He was totally exhausted. How many people today are reduced to this sorry state and are perhaps in some way worse off than Jesus was? They feel utterly helpless and hopeless. They are mentally and physically exhausted. Their well of energy is strength and has run dry. They have no will, no spirit left to carry on. It's the helplessness of a situation which hurts all of us to see. Those we can help, where we can offer something, is in fact an easy chore. But where we feel we have nothing to offer, it is the greatest hurt of all. But looking upon Jesus as he falls under the weight of his cross need not be for us a moment of helplessness or hopelessness. It was the great man of peace, Gandhi, who said, "A man with a grain of faith in God never loses hope because he ever believes in the ultimate triumph of truth." Jesus brings truth. I am the way, the truth, and the life. So may we never lose sight of that beacon of hopefulness that comes from the presence of Jesus and his word and his love. Even falling to the ground at this stage, Jesus may well have been able to see just beyond him was the light that glimmered, the hope that would get him through that moment, maybe beyond the helplessness and hopelessness of pain, beyond the cross, to new and radiant light and life. With all my voice I cry to the Lord. With all my voice I entreat the Lord. I pour out my trouble before him. I tell him all my distress. I cry to you, O Lord. I have said, you are my refuge, all I have left in the land of the living. Listen then to my cry, for I am in the depths of distress. We thank the Lord for sharing our struggles, our pain, our fear. We ask God to be with us in our sufferings. And may we who follow that painful journey of Christ to Calvary, we witness to you, Lord, by lives of prayer and love and service, so that we come to share in your victory. As we conclude our evening prayer this evening, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. And may the Lord bless us, keep us from all evil, and bring us to life everlasting. Amen.